Welcome to Horrorphobia,
Oh my God! He made it!
a spooky movie review podcast for the horror lovers and the horror-phobics alike.
Never saw them titties.
What's your profanity?
I can't imagine why.
Those fucks.
Destroy the child.
Learn your lesson. We have to have some Halloween spirit.
Show us your balls or get the fuck out!
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Getting loser. We're going
Spelunking.
What the fuck?
One time someone would say that to me in my life.
You let me look at quotes trying to find you something to say for 30 minutes and you had that prep the entire time.
Spelunking.
I fucking hate you.
Hey there, bitches. Welcome to Horrorphobia, a spooky movie review podcast for the horror lovers and the horror-phobics alike. I'm your host, Jake. Next to me is my wife, Emily.
Hey, bitches.
Across the internet, we have our friend, Ryan.
I'm still mad. Hello.
And all the way across the slutty internet, we have our friends, Ian and Jake.
Hi, bitches.
We are a group of lifelong friends who review horror movies. Why horror movies? Because we're going spelunking. That's why.
And I hate spelunking.
We have a great episode for you today. On this episode, we will be reviewing 2006's The Descent. First, we will do our movie synopsis, our spoiler-free review, and then we'll get everyone's score for the film. We review on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being 10 being a then Ryan, acting as a resident scaredy cat, will rate the spook factor of the film.
And then we will begin our spoiler-filled spelunk of the film.
And I will be providing behind-the-scenes info.
And I'll provide critical reception upon Spelunk.
I'm gonna splunk.
I'm gonna fucking spelunk, dude. And if it applies, I'll provide production budget versus box office gross and our own personal likes and dislikes of the film.
And then after the review, we're all gonna play would you rather a choose your own adventure spelunk.
Yep.
Spelunk.
We're gonna choose your own spelunk.
Choose your own Spelunk. Spelunk your own adventure.
And then after the game, we will go to the Horrorphobia wheel and decide next week's film. So,
Oh shit.
as mentioned before, this week's film is 2006's The Descent. Here is the synopsis. World-famous pop group, the Spice Girls, zip around London in their luxurious double-decker tour bus, having various adventures and performing for their fans. How shitty does that sound?
I can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything?
No.
Spice Up
You
Your Life
tried
was
it?
fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had nothing.
Pull up.
All right.
Pull up
The
the
caving-
Concorde.
Here's the
Why
actual
not?
synopsis.
Racking my pussy.
Here's the actual synopsis. A caving expedition goes horribly wrong as the explorers become trapped and ultimately pursued by a strange breed of predators. Here's my review. In the world of cave-related horror, The Descent is Queen Bitch. A stunning story that bravely makes the statement of, if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. The claustrophobic horror is still effective even after multiple rewatches. As the inevitable scene happens where one of our characters gets stuck, I still feel panicky and sweaty palmed, even though I've seen this film plenty of times before. The interpersonal relationships between the characters is compelling, and I truly appreciate that the story doesn't hold your hand as far as some of the conflicts within the friendship circle. As far as the monsters in this claustrophobic creature feature, the effects are still some of the best in the genre. You never for a moment believe that these monsters don't or can't exist. The pacing of the film drags for a little bit for me in the second act. But even as I say this, I remind myself that I think that the director's cut is much better, so what the fuck do I know? It may not be the best, most fun creature feature, but it is one of the most brutal and terrifying monster movies. And for that reason, I'm going to give The Descent 8.0 really want to zig a zig out of 10. All the Spice Girls jokes.
So many Spice Girls jokes.
Zig bones.
Is it okay? Is it why specifically Spice Girls though? Like, is it because they're
I
just women?
Dude,
Because you
No, they're
since you got
British.
them-
At least
okay.
the majority of them are British.
And I
And-
think the styling even.
There's 5
Like-
of them. I mean, there's 6 of them, and there's 5 Spice Girls. So I was just like,
Close.
that's Scary Spice, that's Ginger Spice. You know, like the entire movie.
Yeah. They
And I
kind
felt
of have
like-
the dynamic and look of the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
Thank you. So Ryan,
Mhm.
tell us about your feelings about The Descent.
Okay. The Descent has a lot going for it. The setting is naturally anxiety-inducing, as cramped spaces and mysterious caves will be frightening enough on their own, and the creatures hidden in these caves are genuinely terrifying. Practical effects will almost always get me, even with a film as hard to see as this one. The lack of light definitely makes sense considering the setting, but I would have been willing to let some excess stage light slide in exchange for being able to see half the movie. The film does a great job of building tension, but the payoffs seem to be jump scare after jump scare to the point of irritation. My last knock on the film is it's very claustrophobic and not in the way you'd think. There are too many damn characters, and I had trouble following along with who was who. By the end, the important ones revealed themselves, but the journey there was stressful. I know I just shit all over this movie, but in reality, I did enjoy it. The tension was great, and the practical effects were used masterfully. I just feel with a smaller cast and a brighter screen, this could have been an instant favorite. And I gave it a 6.7. I fucked your dead husbands.
Nice. Okay. Emily.
Okay. I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
I do agree.
Okay is a great drop.
Okay.
Save that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, that's the only drop-worthy thing that I've said. I agree with Ryan that there are a lot of characters, but I'm just used to not really knowing who's who in movies. I'm not really good at keeping track of people. Otherwise, I don't really have any notes. I love this movie, and I do think it moves along nicely between the UK and the American cut of the movie. I like the UK a lot better when it comes to the ending. But I gave it an 8 out of 10 tickled citruses. I also have a spook
Nice.
factor rating that I'm going to put in now, and it's also 8 out of 10 squeezing through places that should not be squeezed through because that's like my nightmare. So I
Yeah.
thought that I wanted to take part in the spook factor as well.
Do you think if someone tickles your citrus that you would spelunk?
Not in that tight of space.
Well, then in that case,
Spelunking.
I just hear that in the middle of the night. I'm like, no, it's too late.
all right,
Get
Ian.
the hole through her head. Wakes up startled.
So the ending was great. It made me almost forget about the first half when there's just a bunch of girls screaming in a cave. But that's probably just because I waited and watched the first half a week ago. But anyway, it had some
Never
good
saw
I
them
think so.
titties.
Never saw them titties. It was terrifying and traumatic, and I also agree with Ryan about the overwhelming amount of characters. I didn't feel connected to really anybody.
Yeah.
And I'll also say, to me, there's nothing about descending in a secluded and collapsing cave system that sounds fun to me.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So everything terrible and traumatizing about this movie could have been avoided if they just went on like a normal ass vacation or something.
Yeah. Just hike
Um,
above ground.
Yeah.
Just go to Vegas.
Yeah. Go. Yeah.
Like any normal group of girls.
And
Yeah.
honestly,
Traumatize yourself anywhere.
and honestly, this movie would probably benefit from a little bit more diversity, so we could keep
Absolutely.
the characters in check
Yeah.
and remember who is who. Too many blonde women. Too many
We-
blonde.
Yes.
Need blonde women.
Yeah.
We've descended.
Yeah.
I saw. Well, okay, you said there's six women.
Yes.
It felt like 10.
I didn't count
Yeah,
the
yeah.
broad.
Oh yeah.
It felt more than I would have guessed 8. Would my actual, because I honestly did not know.
Yeah, like there
Um,
was like one girl I remember seeing more than once in a scene.
Juno.
Other than
Juno,
that,
who's
yeah.
the only one who's like different ethnicity. Like
Yeah.
the rest of them are, you know
We
what I mean? It's the
don't-
only one that sticks out.
We don't know what the creatures were, gender wise,
I
or
true.
the bones, and there were a lot of bones.
Yeah. Yeah.
think there was at least one female creature because I remember seeing titties on it.
Oh yeah,
There was at least one.
and I think
Yeah.
there was a child, and I think that scene was kind of touching. We'll get into it in spoilers.
Can't have sex with bones.
You could have sex with that woman and her child, though. Or the men, thing, creatures. I'm just saying we don't know. They
True.
could be 200 years old. They could be old cave people
Yeah,
That's
who you
true.
can have
Boys.
sex with.
could be a baby Yoda.
Yeah.
You know, that's
That's
actually
very
50
true.
years old.
Absolutely.
Also, I'm giving this a 7.6 collapsing caves.
Mm.
Nice.
Done.
Okay, Jake.
Dark, wet, and sloppy, and I still found this movie cozy. Vacation is something my dumbass would do. Go to a cabin, get drunk, and then go caving the next day. Sounds awesome. I wouldn't crawl through those spaces though.
Mm-mm.
So it's like you only get to a certain point where I'm like, I'm not gonna go through that hole and not have a way to turn back without like someone like tie a rope to me or something, I guess, and maybe I'll try and like dive into a cave. But it's like at a certain point, it's like logically I can't do some of this stuff. But yeah, it's a great movie. I just watched it. I want to watch the director's cut now. Yeah, good practical effects, little dated in a lot of areas. Like movies I've mentioned before, like 28 Days Later, suffer from that same thing when I watch them now. As much as I love them, it's like, oh man, this scene where like so much is happening, especially in like an Act 3 situation. Those movies from the early 2000s just suffer from, not being able to make those scenes look really good. It's just so much going on. But other than that, I liked all the characters. I thought the dialogue was good, and there was just enough character for a lot of them, just because it was such a large cast. But I think horror movies like this benefit because it gets you guessing, like, which one of these people who I barely know is going to die first, like a sacrificial lamb going spelunking. Yeah. A lot was already mentioned. I agree with a lot of what's already been said. I gave it 7.6. I don't know. Axes. Climbing axes. Attached to women.
Okay.
Watch the movie. I barely got that done.
Yeah. Well, you watched it. You rated it. Now we need the spook factor.
It was frightening. This one definitely the spooky parts stood the test of time, in my opinion. I feel like the obviously practical effects are going to hold their value longer than if CGI of the time. So I give it a 6.5 copper pipe deep throats.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Now we'll get into spoilers.
Ron, you spoiled everything!
It's time for spoilers, so leave unless you want us to be plot point foilers. Our spicy takes will make you feel like you're in a boiler. Da 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 da. Spoilers, spoilers.
Yeah, so Sarah, the main character, is Baby Spice.
Okay.
Juno, the Asian lady, the hot Asian lady, is Ginger Spice. Because she's the one that Ginger Spice is the one that was accused of breaking up with or causing the breakup of the Spice Girls back in the day because she slept with everybody's boyfriend supposedly. So she had to be Ginger Spice. Beth,
Plan on racking my pussy.
Said Ginger.
Beth is the one that Juno kills. That's Posh Spice.
Mm.
The scary Irish lady, that's Scary Spice. Rebecca, I don't remember. That's the one of the three blonde girls. That's Sporty Spice, and the other one is Extra Spice, because
Spice.
we're all out, so we need some extra spice.
I need spice.
Those are the
Splunk
sisters,
spice.
right? Rebecca and
Spice.
I believe so.
the other one.
Yeah.
There were sisters in this?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I no idea, man. Like that's just
News to me.
And I was like, I knew I needed to keep track of who Sarah was, but I didn't know who she was in the
Baby
cave.
Spice. Yeah.
And I didn't
Like-
want to ask.
Yeah. I have no idea who Sarah is, and at this point I'm afraid to ask.
I'm just so I'm so glad I'm not in a cave.
Under the ground with these people, and I have to re-ask all their names.
It's funny too, because like 6 people is not that big of a cast. It probably sounds ridiculous that we're saying that that's a big cast, but if you consider the claustrophobic nature of the movie, 6 people feels like more.
Yeah, and
That's
they're
why
all
it feels the way it does.
skinny white women that like are all the same height. Like they look.
That's
the same.
true.
And they're in helmets and like
Yeah.
The same gear, like
Yeah.
it's come on, dude, do better.
I keep like squinting to see. I'm like, is that the one with the hand or the
They
leg?
they should have
Is that what-
bedazzled all their climbing gear, and like we could tell them apart
Yeah.
from their bedazzle.
Like or
Honestly.
colors like the Power Rangers, so you could tell them apart.
Yeah.
They're all
The
just a
blue
pink
one.
ranger. They're all just pink.
Fuck.
Backfired.
Oh my god. Does anybody have anything they want to say before we get into the walkthrough?
I just want you guys to know which Spice Girls, which Spice Girls.
I have no fucking clue. Someone was Posh.
This is
That's
such.
Victoria Beckham, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a very millennial thing to go over.
Do
before
you
we
not?
start this.
Do you your sister didn't listen to Spice Girls?
I'm sure she probably did, but I took no interest in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
My sisters made me
Super
watch
straight.
Spice World. I play the game. I don't know my Spice.
The
Girls.
game? There was a Spice Girls game? Of
Yeah.
course there was.
For
One of my I remember my sister having the like Mary Kate and Ashley PlayStation game.
Mm.
Oh,
Like
we
shit
had that
like
downstairs, I think.
yeah, that
Like,
was like a no. Listen, no, that was like it was the equivalent of like Mario Party. That game.
Nice.
Was
Where
it?
it was like Mary Kate and Ashley's Sweet 16, and you were driving around in a car, and you would play these mini games, and it was literally identical to Mario Party. It was a lot of
Wow.
fun.
Wait, that's so
Great
fun.
time.
we
Is-
have that for the PlayStation 2.
I think you do.
Nice.
That's so
Yeah,
fun.
it's
Alright,
downstairs.
well.
I think.
What the fuck are we doing this podcast for? Let's fucking boot that shit up, dude.
Watch our Twitch stream.
I have 2 younger sisters, for the record.
Uh,
This movie
Seven,
made
no.
me want to play the Bunker, that Amnesia game we talked about.
Oh yeah, I love Amnesia.
I know. And
Scary, spooky.
yeah, this movie made me want to play like a horror game.
Yeah,
And
just
that's been on my
it
list.
reminded me of Sons of the Forest a little bit too.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
going
with
down in the
creatures.
caves.
yeah.
Skyrim a little bit.
It's
too,
getting cold outside. We're gonna start gaming
know.
and
Mm, cozy.
Psyched.
playing board games,
Psyched.
movies.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so the plot goes as follows: Thrill Seeker friends Sarah, Juno, and Beth go whitewater rafting together. Afterwards, Sarah, along
White
with her
woman rafting. You
Wait.
dumbass.
You fucking misogynist.
Juno is the only one. Yeah. For whitewater rafting would be fun as hell. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
You
I
never
do
Even
wanna
though
go.
it's very dangerous, I know that, but it's one that I kind of feel like I have a little bit more control over than like the ground
Yeah.
like caving in on me.
Yeah.
When you come down here, we'll go whitewater rafting.
Yeah, I
If
went
you-
whitewater rafting when I was like 9 or something. Like my uncle took us on a trip to Kentucky and we went whitewater rafting.
The one
Yeah,
that's
I
dead?
feel like
no control because someone else is controlling the raft, right?
Well, I mean, you're all paddling together.
yeah, but like even if I fall out, like I feel like I'd be fine. Like you got your life jacket, you got your helmet, like
You just have to keep your feet up so it doesn't get caught in the
Mm-hmm.
rocks. That's the
no,
secret.
but yeah, I'm sure they'll give me the safety tips.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It is what it is. But anyways, afterwards, Sarah, along with her husband Paul and their daughter Jessica, are involved in a car accident. When Paul is distracted, Paul and Jessica are killed, but Sarah survives. So
That scene was crazy.
yeah, it came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, so before the crash, like there you get the first hint of like there's like there's something going on between Sarah's husband Paul and their friend Juno.
With ginger
Like he's
spice.
with Ginger Spice. He's being like extra like touchy feely with her, getting her out of the water when they push her in, and like he like takes off her helmet and like think I don't know if I'm making this up in my head, but doesn't he like kind of like brush her hair behind her ear or something? Dude, he does something, and like Sarah's watching this, and like obviously is concerned a little bit, but doesn't say anything. But then they're talking about it in the car, like, well, not about that, but just like she's asking like how he is, and like he's like, I'm fine, and she keeps pushing, and he's like, look, I told you I'm fucking fine, and then they gets in a car accident, which is like, this just goes to show, like, ladies, if your man says he's fine, and you keep pushing, this is what could happen.
No, this
I'm
is
just-
how typical.
No.
This is how typical of a man to avoid talking about something like this.
And he
He'll
did.
just go and die.
you know what he didn't avoid? That oncoming car.
That
And
final destination ass
He
scene.
did avoid that conversation though. So
He did.
that's
Yeah.
true. So who's
Huzzah.
Here's your crown king.
Chapter crown.
It's copper.
Dilly
yeah,
dilly.
these your crown of copper. So yeah, copper pipes go through the faces of both Paul and Jessica, the daughter.
The kid didn't deserve it. She's not having sex with Juno.
Yeah, I agree.
She's not. She's not disloyal.
So 1 year later, Sarah, Juno, and Beth, as well as friends Sam, Rebecca, and newcomer Holly, reunite at a cabin in the Appalachian Mountains of North Carolina for a spelunking adventure. The next day, they hike up to a mountain cave entrance and descend. While in the cave, Juno apologizes to Sarah for not being there for her after the accident, but Sarah is distant. After the group moves through a narrow passage, it collapses behind them, trapping them. And after a heated discussion, Juno admits that she has led the group into an unknown cave system instead of the fully explored cave system that they had originally planned to visit, making rescue impossible. She then tells Sarah that this adventure was in the hopes of restoring their relationship. Bad move.
Asshole.
Yeah,
Ugh,
Terrible. I'd cry.
spelunking.
dick.
If it's the right cave, this is a good idea, kind of. It's like, hey, I don't know, maybe a one-on-one thing is better, but it's like, I don't know.
I mean, I think
For the
if
seems
movie,
like a
too.
good
If you're
idea.
gonna do
until the
an
cave collapse.
if you're gonna do an uncharted cave, it'd probably be good to have some safety measures put in place before you do that,
Yeah, like make sure that the rocks don't collapse behind you.
or that
something.
people
Yeah,
people
like-
know exactly where you are,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
in case if
'Cause
you don't
she-
show up.
Lied, so everybody thought that they were at the other cave
Yeah.
system.
If
Right.
she actually changed her trifling ass ways, she would have done the pre-work of doing the proper safety measures.
Yeah.
That's what heals.
These
or else
hoes-
just
That's
go
what
to
heals.
the yuppie cave.
Yeah.
These hoes
Get your-
ain't loyal.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Get your raggedy ass to the yuppie cave.
Do you think she
Yeah.
did
You wanna
name the
do this.
cave after
Juno's
at the
cave.
end?
The what?
Oh,
I
Do you
mean,
think- I'll talk. I'll
is
ask
it
you
just
again.
me though, or is Juno hard to hate?
No, I like
As-
Juno.
It's 'cause
As
she's
much
so
as they're
hot.
Yeah, it's
maybe
'cause she's
that's
hot.
it, but
Yeah.
they're trying to make you hate her, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't
She's
know.
cool though.
I think she's cool. Like, she's a
yeah,
dick.
she's kind of the coolest.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait,
I don't know. It
There-
just
Wait,
they keep piling on. They just keep piling on with like they're like. By the way, Juno's a dick in almost every way.
Straight up
And-
murderer. And
Yeah.
I
And,
think that's what makes their final like battle good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Though. So
No,
Or
the
maybe it's
characters
because
that-
I can kind of see where she's coming from with a lot of it.
Yeah.
You
Sleeping
know?
with your
like once you're in the cave, sure. But before the cave, it's almost like, well, now that we're in the cave, yeah, I get it. But also it's like you're making this worse.
Yeah, and
I don't
yeah, so it is. Did anybody else have like an issue with like how dark everything was, or was that just me? Is that my stupid
I mean,
eyes?
it is dark and it has that kind of like Jake had brought out that it's kind of comparable to 28 Days Later, that kind of early digital look to it.
Mm-hmm. This is the third time that I've seen this movie, and I remember the first time we had watched it was like 2 years ago or something like that, and that's when I think of the movie The Descent, I think of it being like the dark cave movie. Like
I feel like you could have achieved the same like effect of like showing people how dark everything is with more lighting and a blue filter.
I don't think so though, because that's what makes it kind of scary is like I don't know if we've passed the part where you see the shadow of something out of the corner of your eye and the movie is so dark
Yeah.
that you're not sure if you saw anything.
See,
So-
it's
I missed
disorienting.
it. That's the problem. Is
Yeah.
that like it
Maybe
is
you
later
just
on,
got
but
a dark
Gotta
ass
watch it
TV.
again.
Yeah, did you how
The-
was
I-
the lighting
no,
in the room?
because
Adjust your
it's-
settings, you ass.
no, I knew you were gonna fucking say that, so I prepared a goddamn answer. Like, I have never had this issue with any movie we watched so far. And
How
I've been
many
using the
movies
same
you
name
watch
for
about fucking caves, you clown?
Stop.
Such a Jake and Ryan argument.
You didn't do the pre-work.
What I'm saying is, I shouldn't have to adjust you need to make your movie work for the like a default TV. If your
I
movie
shouldn't
doesn't
have
work,
to, I shouldn't have to go to the right cave. The cave should just bend to my Yeah, that's what gets you
No.
in a cave collapsed with your friend arguing
Yeah.
in your own little hell.
Just you and Jake down there saying it's too dark in the
You
cave.
should have adjusted the TV, man. You wouldn't be in this cave.
yeah, I don't know.
I think it definitely helps to kind of temporarily convince you that they're somewhere deep underground because of how authentic the lighting is.
I would have been.
and
I'm
how
just saying, I would have
minimal
been
it is.
convinced. I would have been convinced without them just being like, "Damn, it's dark as fuck down here."
They also probably
And then-
needed a bigger budget so that you could see this. This allows for a smaller budget because you can't see everything around them.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. There's just like the boom guys in the back in the shadows. Like
He's actually like he was the one that was caught on camera, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
We cannot afford to shoot this again.
Rated
Make
it.
it dark.
Just darken up the whole movie. It's just like the last season of Game of Thrones.
It's me putting a filter on. I'm like, oh, we have to darken this whole picture.
I will say we lost our record episode.
Oh yeah.
But as soon as there was a digital camera in this movie, I'm like, no, fuck, I hate this. I know what this scene is gonna be.
This is
Oh yeah.
But it
This
wasn't
is-
too bad.
this
Yeah.
is fucking
I made it worse in my head.
this is fucking terrible. But do you guys remember when there was like that trend that was happening where girls were like posting videos of themselves naked, but like and like it was really dark and like it was just kind of their silhouette.
Yeah.
And then people were just turning the brightness super far up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you should have
And
done
it's
for
like
this movie. You know how to turn the brightness
nude.
up.
Yeah, hey,
You've been
Look
looking
what-
at naked girls.
conveniently, but
Yeah.
forgets that. Kind of fuzzy.
I turn the brightness up and there's just fucking naked chicks everywhere. And I'm like,
You're like,
whoa, dude.
10
This is-
out of 10. I would have. Also, this movie could be, and I don't want to. I almost don't want to say it because it's an all female cast, but like my brain instantly goes like, could you make this into a porn parody, like
Oh.
The Descent porn parody, to where and it's like the scenes in this movie, like with my mind there for a second, were like you wouldn't even have to change that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Instead of getting,
Yeah.
this could
I'm
be
stuck
a
in this
weird.
cave.
yeah, instead of getting stuck in a
Someone-
washer, you get stuck in a cave. You're just like, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
The
There's
whole
just
fall.
the cave
Oh, no.
collapses and on the other end there's just the ass sticking out.
Yeah.
And then,
Took out the wash machine.
Pretty sure that happened in Winnie the Pooh, actually.
This is
Step
full on,
creature,
yeah.
what are you doing?
Nice.
Or I think crawler is actually.
I
his
was
prototype.
thinking
Crawler.
more of a classic corny porn parody.
I'm sure there's probably been one. I mean, with a word like spelunk, there's
Yeah.
gotta be.
Yeah.
But in this scene, this was what we've alluded to with the cave collapsing. They're all crawling through this very narrow tunnel, and oh god, I almost had to like fast forward.
Mhm.
Like it was triggering me a lot.
No,
I
it's
Yeah.
horrible.
hate
I've
it.
I've seen this in
Jake
other
mentioned
movies,
it,
but
yeah.
it this is definitely the worst one I've ever seen. Like because they have a
Yeah.
pretty upsetting one in As Above So Below, but I think that this is worse. Like she definitely sells the fact that she's freaking the fuck out, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
do the same.
no, I'd be shitting and crying and
yeah.
peeing.
I've
and
seen
pants.
YouTube videos that I'm like that are worse than this because it's like
A dude.
at least semi-real. or I guess it was a dude too, so maybe that I don't want to admit it. But I think it's like the more of the nature of like I'm like, oh, I've had like a face like a selfie cam video like that before. I could see myself being like, well, this just got worse. I thought it'd get better, and I'm sliding through, and I can't really move. I can't turn around. This might be my phone's dying, and I don't know if my battery's gonna. And you're
my
like,
gosh.
Jesus, dude, get out of there, man. And he's like, I think there's water starting. I can feel water on my leg. It's starting to come up. And it's like, oh god.
Even you
I'm
saying
like,
that,
I know
it's
the
like
I
you
exact
don't want to
video you're
scroll
talking about.
away. Yeah, I
I
don't
know.
want to scroll away, but I instantly want to scroll away.
I just looked at the comments and just be like, did somebody say like this dude died or not? That's all I want to know.
That's worse though. That's a trap. Then you just start scrolling, and everyone's
Yeah.
saying different things. I know this guy. He's my cousin. He
Oh,
died.
that's
Two
true.
other people. It's like there's so much just sludge.
But yeah. Well, your worst fears are realized.
It's
And
words.
the cave does collapse, and it when they do get her out, which I believe it was Sarah that was in there. She gets pulled out, and then it completely collapses, and they have no way backwards. And this is when they discover that this is an uncharted cave, and their only way, forward is to go forward. But they don't know how far it goes. Like they don't know if there even is another exit. So there's a lot of infighting in the group of 16 people. And and yeah, so as the group presses forward with hopes of finding an exit, they discover aged climbing equipment and a cave painting that suggests an exit exists. Holly, thinking she sees sunlight, runs ahead, but falls down a hole and breaks her leg. As the others help Holly, Sarah wanders off and observes a pale humanoid creature drinking at a pool before it scampers away. Later, the group comes across a den of animal bones and is suddenly attacked by a creature known as a crawler. Holly is killed when a crawler attacks and bites her throat. Sarah runs and falls down a hole where she's knocked unconscious. Juno, trying to prevent Holly's body from being dragged away, kills her crawler with her pickaxe, but then, startled and in shock, accidentally strikes Beth through the neck. Beth collapses with Juno's pendant in her hand and begs Juno not to leave her, but a traumatized Juno flees. If that sounded like a lot, this was a lot.
It was a lot.
The movie, it kind of it
escalated quickly.
it
at this
escalated
point.
quickly, and there was a lot of like sensory overload. So,
Yeah.
there was a lot of quick scene changes and stuff that I didn't super care for. Of just kind of like chaos, like a music video, just like boom, 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 boom. Just the scenes are just coming at you like lightning, and this is the kind of the first part that I noticed that I'm like having a super hard time following what's actually happening. I'm like, I don't know who got attacked. I don't know who's dead. I don't know
Where am I in this cave?
Where am I?
Yes.
The first 2 times I watched this, I didn't realize that it was Sarah who fell and hit her head, and I just thought it was some girl in the group that hit her head and died, and that was the end of that character. But it's
Yeah.
not, I
It's
guess.
one of the creatures.
And I
who's
always
just like,
felt so bad. I was like, that would definitely be me. I'd be the one who'd slip and fall and hit my head, and that would be it, and no one would find me, and it would be the lamest way to die.
Yeah, see, I completely missed that. The Sarah runs and falls down a hole where she's knocked unconscious. I didn't know that happened until I just read that right here.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing her wake up later, but I'm like, I don't, how the fuck, what happened to her?
Yeah.
But
Sarah's the main character, right?
yeah, she's like the one
Okay.
that like her family died or whatever.
Baby Spice.
Baby Spice.
Yeah.
Baby Spice. my
Baby
bad.
Spice.
Does-
That'll help me remember.
Doesn't have a
Thank you,
baby
Jake.
spice.
Yeah. No baby spice.
Had a baby.
Damn.
Dead baby spice.
I guess that's a drop. We can keep that.
Hey
I
Emily,
guess.
Yeah,
you got a bubble in your throat.
I do. I swallowed it.
Thank you. She swallowed the spelunk.
Oh, you're so.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of crazy shit happens here. We get good looks at these crawlers. Very, very terrifying. To me anyway. I don't know. What'd you guys think of them?
Scary, yeah.
I think they make sense. Just humans being in caves for long periods of time and they lose the parts that they don't need, like what's that really cute animal without the eyes and the little feelers on
bat?
the head? Well, those are cute too. No, the little
Awesome.
exodal or whatever. You know,
Okay.
Axolot?
Oh, they're little
Yeah.
frogs.
yeah,
Axolot?
yeah. They look like little
Zoddles.
frogs.
Axolotl?
Oh, and they don't have eyes?
Yeah. Well,
Huh.
at least their eyes are like useless or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're like a salamander almost.
They have like little
Oh,
feelers.
Yeah, they
Oh!
have like a fin.
Yeah,
Like a
I think I know- don't they?
whirl.
Didn't they make a Pokemon after that?
probably.
Oh, could be.
I think there's a
Polyhop.
Pokemon that's like a
Poliwhip.
Poliwhirl.
Poliwag.
There's a whooper. A whooper, I guess,
yeah,
is
Whooper kind of looks like a Zoddle.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of.
It's blue.
yeah.
Aw.
It's blue and it doesn't have arms, right?
Yeah.
Pokemon Silver.
So what's the death toll here at this point? Let's see here. Holly is dead. Don't know who that is.
Which spice?
That's scary. Spice.
Scary.
Scary
Yeah.
spice.
Yeah, scary space.
Is that the one that broke her leg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah, she was a bitch.
Try
Hated
that.
her.
Try that in Galloway Bay.
She did that thing earlier where like she's like, I see daylight, and like she started like running towards it, and they're like, stop, and she's like, fuck you guys, and she just ends up just getting fucked up.
Yeah.
the queen.
Yeah.
Like, how does she like if she's done
She's Irish. That's
done enough spelunking to call the one cave a tourist trap, but she doesn't know how phosphorus works down in caves?
I mean, they do
She's
call
a-
her newcomer Holly. Maybe she's new to it.
She's an adrenaline junkie.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why she has short hair.
Yes. Exactly.
Short spiky
She's-
hair.
she's in the. It's like the hair version of like putting your Crocs in sport mode.
Yeah, she's
It's
just
like sport mode hair.
She's just
Sport mode hair.
spicing up her life.
Uh,
And then Beth.
so
Well, I guess Beth isn't dead yet, but
Beth is dead. We talked about it. Yeah. So
Beth is
Juno's
not dead.
being.
she's dying.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not dead. You're right. You're right.
Been bleeding in a cave.
Monty
Which
Python reference. Sorry.
should have been dead, but wasn't.
She's mostly dead.
Mostly dead. Wait, that's two different movies.
No, it is. It is.
That's awesome. Similar vibe
Look
stuff somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at us go.
Look
A
at Nolan movies.
yeah, so Juno's like kind of killing these fuckers, and she kind of like
Feeling the vibe.
she gets startled by Beth walking up behind her and just pickaxe right through the neck. Gets stuck. And so this is what I'm talking about, where I kind of under like the way she just kind of like backs away. Like she was she's not like purposely killing her friends.
Yeah,
it was an accident. She was traumatized.
Yeah, but she.
I'm a Juno
die.
apologist. I'm Team Juno.
I agree.
What? Wait, left her there. What was she gonna do? Here, let me just take both my fingers and plug them in both the holes.
You could like
She just
take
wanted her to sit with
some of her
you.
clothes and try to help.
If you have a pickaxe through your throat
Beth
in
just
the
didn't-
middle of a cave, you're done.
She didn't want to die alone.
Yeah.
If she was dying, she just didn't want to.
Yeah,
be
she
staring
had her
at
friend
people.
like finish her off. If she could have at least finished her off as opposed to just leaving her there.
Yeah, she could have let her finish.
Yeah. She could have spelunked all over and
Yeah,
finished.
for so long.
Yeah, that what is it? Le Petite Mort. That's what an orgasm's called.
Oh,
The tiny death. So
yeah.
it's like you have an axe.
Where's
You have an axe through your throat.
according to who?
You guys haven't heard that?
No,
The friend. The friend.
that's so
The
fun.
friend.
The French.
We got to celebrate our differences.
Sacre bleu.
So
Oh shit! So
a little dead.
Sarah awakens to find herself in a den of human and animal carcasses. Can't have sex with bones. Witnessing Holly's body being mauled and eaten by crawlers. Juno discovers cave markings from previous explorers that point to a specific path through the caves. Juno locates Sam and Rebecca. Sam had deduced that the crawlers are blind and rely on sound to hunt. Juno tells them about the markings, but she will not leave without Sarah. Team Juno. What a gal.
Juno did nothing wrong.
And so flexible too.
Again, they're laying up points for us to be like, yeah, okay, Juno. You're getting adjusted to your new cave life. You might have to live with these things. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at what point could you just like, if you were down there long enough, could you just kind of like blend in?
That's what the Descent 2 is about. Juno becomes part of the cave dwellers.
No way.
No, I don't know. I've never seen it.
Love that for
Ryan,
her.
Ryan,
Get it,
for a
Queen.
second, Ryan was like
Queen
blinking.
of the Damned.
I was very upset with the writers. If that's,
Like I said, it might be. I don't know. I've never seen the Descent 2, but
I mean, it would be kind of
exists.
cool if like if Juno just kind of came back for revenge.
Without
Because
any
I would like-
eyes.
I would like to see her get that
Yeah.
revenge on piece of shit Sarah.
Ooh. Team Sarah, call in.
we'll stomp your ass.
Oh man. Let's see what else happened in between that. Yeah, I mean that scene where Holly's body is being eaten was gross. Sarah was using like a camera with night vision to like watch it, and it was pretty
The
fucked
corner
up.
of the room. Oh, he's getting up in her, eating her guts.
It's all up in her guts, dude.
Nom, 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 nom.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
Yeah, a lot of smacking and smushing and
Splunking.
Spelunking.
All over the place.
So meanwhile, Sarah encounters Beth, who tells her that Juno wounded then abandoned her. Bullshit.
And then
Uh,
also she fucked your husband.
Yeah. Oh, that too.
By the way.
Beth gives Juno's pendant to Sarah, telling her it's a gift from Paul. Didn't it say like love forever or something like that on
Yeah.
it? I can't remember exactly what it said, but something about love.
Love every
And-
day.
Don't go in caves.
Sarah
Go to
realizes that
Disneyland for vacation.
Sarah realizes that Juno and Paul had an affair before his death. Beth begs Sarah to euthanize her, which Sarah reluctantly does by bashing her head in with a rock. Sarah then encounters several crawlers and manages to kill them all, falling into a blood-filled pond in the process and emerging covered in blood.
Team Sarah.
And see, this is where we see the start of the villain arc that is Sarah, where we see the personality change and see her turn into a complete fucking psychopath.
It's her Vietnam moment, like her like silhouette comes up through the water with a knife in her mouth.
Letting her emotions get the best of her.
Must be her time of the
Yeah,
month because she's real crabby all of a sudden.
Yeah. That she fell into a pool of water and all the blood from her vagina just turned it red.
Just a real bitch, just never knowing where to get dinner.
Don't look at me like that.
Not you.
Eat these bones.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, my friend fucked my husband. I had to kill my friend. Get the fuck over it. You know what I mean? Like, worse things have happened.
Fruity.
Go to the other side of the cave.
Enough cake for both of us.
Did she not? Oh, I'm sorry. Juno didn't earn that by, saving your ass and telling you that funny ass lemon joke about tickling the citrus.
I think Beth told that. I think that was Beth.
I think that was Juno.
I think that's Beth. You want a sidebar? You want to bet?
We can sidebar.
Okay. Want to turn it?
Ooh, put something on it. Someone gets
Are you gonna?
movies.
I'll sacrifice my pick and you can put 2 picks on the wheel this week.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I'll put the same thing up.
All right.
To the research booth.
How are we gonna find this out?
Two Matt.
Oh, you're just gonna fast forward through the movie to
Yeah,
that part.
he's just go to the movie.
Play the rave music.
I mean, I could just YouTube the scene real quick.
You could, but I bet you I'm watching the
rave
movie.
music.
I'm in the movie.
Okay.
We're in the cave.
Did they? Is that a drawn picture that the cover of the Descent
If you
where
did
they're all
behind
stacked
the
on
scenes
each
info,
other?
you would know.
That reminds me of the old boy painting.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but there's like a skull painting with like naked ladies.
Oh my god.
Oh, you are so not there yet.
I
have
thought there was
so
like a
much time
skip
to go.
function. There we
That's
go.
what she
Oh
said.
man,
There we go.
you're super right.
Ooh, 2 picks on the wheel for the
For Jake, pick my
Damn.
for the horror guy himself.
I was gonna say I'm like, because we're
Wait, maybe. I don't know. What are you seeing? Because I can't really. Again, I can't tell who that is.
Dude, adjust your TV
All right,
already.
Sarah, calm down, relax.
Team Sarah.
Team Sarah. I do, while we're
Got it.
watching this, I think all of the characters are pretty fleshed out, realistic characters.
Yeah.
And I do like that.
Yeah, because they're
What?
super forgettable, like normal human beings.
Honestly,
Very
for
nice.
sure. Just
Yeah.
Goyles.
It's a great horror cast.
Yeah.
You're like,
I-
don't any of these fucking die.
I don't think that's Juno.
Wait. Why are you?
I'm trying to there.
Oh, it's not Juno.
Oh, look at that white woman.
That is no. That's no Asian.
the wrong white woman.
That brunette.
All right. Well, I just lost my pick, so that's cool.
Cool.
Oh man. All right.
First bet of the of the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should do more of those.
Yeah. you need to
Call
put
it.
them in
Call
the shit.
call someone out.
Well,
Somebody
Juno
say-
earned it another way. Maybe by fucking your husband better than you ever could. How about that?
Oh, jeez.
Elsewhere, Juno, Sam, and Rebecca are pursued by a large group of crawlers. They reach a chasm. Is it chasm or chasm?
Well, this is
Is it
America.
chasm?
This is America. We say chasm.
Okay.
Yeah.
The chasm here, sir.
They reach a chasm, and
Shazam.
Sam tries to climb across, but a crawler scaling the ceiling attacks and rips her throat out. Sam stabs it before bleeding to death in front of Juno and Rebecca. Rebecca is then dragged away and eaten alive as Juno escapes. Juno encounters Sarah and lies to her about seeing Beth die. After defeating a group of crawlers close to the exit, Sarah confronts Juno, revealing the pendant and her knowledge of Beth's fate and the affair with Paul. Seems like he kind of buried the lead there. Sarah then strikes Juno in the leg with a pickaxe and leaves her to die as a swarm of crawlers approaches. Juno is last heard screaming as Sarah escapes, but we never see her die, so she's definitely still alive and deserves to be. Sarah falls down a hole and is knocked unconscious. Sarah keeps just falling down and getting knocked unconscious.
Honestly, yeah. She just has low blood
Yeah.
pressure, probably.
She's fucking Tua Tagovailoa, dude.
One.
She's fucking keeps getting fucking knocked the fuck out.
Hmm.
And I think that's lazy writing, probably.
Yeah, they're like, how do we get to
transition.
the next scene? She gets knocked out.
Knock her out.
How do we get to the next Spice Girl?
There's only 1.5 Spice Girls left at this point.
Oh man.
I bet she did a
Not
dance
working for anybody
routine.
else, but it's good for us.
Yeah, I got nothing. There's literally
What is
it's
it?
not even trying to come through.
Aw, we had fun with it.
Ugh.
Spice up your
I just noticed the audio was like weird.
Mm.
It sounded like waves.
Spice up your life.
Try it again.
Nothing. What I do know though is that after Juno leaves the band, she goes and starts the Pussycat Dolls, which are way hotter and way more successful.
No, see,
Were
Fucking
the
dare you.
Pussycat Dolls more successful than the Spice Girls?
Yeah, because then Juno split off by herself and she became Beyonce, which I know is Destiny Child, but I'm just going down the line here.
TLC.
TLC.
Something like-
What's the I can't think of it.
Wait, wait, wasn't Beyonce wasn't in Destiny's Child?
No, she was in Destiny's Child. But if you're gonna go down female led pop groups,
Oh,
You just have to throw a TLC in there.
you gotta throw TLC in there.
got to. Vitamin C, wasn't that one too?
That's just a single singer.
Oh, is it?
A sonic group.
That the C in TLC. I don't know how it works.
That's the vitamin C and the
My
lemon that you make come.
Mrs. Nice.
Does lemons have vitamin C? I don't know.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, I was wondering something about Bones.
Okay.
Can't have sex with them.
Were there?
Don't even
Can't
try.
have sex with Bones. There was a scene in this movie. I think it might have been the Bone scene, to where it seemed like people were, and it made me think. Like I thought of this twice. Was like, is there anything I'd notice if I were like a healthcare professional or like an EMT or something, like with the aid they're giving?
Oh, when she's got the
when her legs out, like they were kind of realistic in the way they handled a lot of like the medical situations. I think in this, like for a movie, I was like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, I like when there's like decent scenes of like someone taking care of a wound.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was the same way to where I was like, I wonder if I like cave people or spelunkers or climbers, like Vertical Limit was another one I thought of where I was like, how if you were an ice climber, how accurate would this movie be if you were an ice climber? Same with this. They were like, well, they're stupid because they're not. It's the same way like if people are watching 21 and they play blackjack, like if you've played blackjack a lot, 21 is less and less realistic. Or if like you're a poker player or a like same thing if you were a fighter and you were watching a movie, what's that, The Warrior or whatever. Like it just makes me think of movies where if you were an expert, not even an expert, but like you just knew a sport or you knew a certain discipline, if you're like questioning like this movie's stupid because you could just do A, B, and C and get out of this cave or something.
Yeah, that they have the like knowledge. Well, the younger sister is a doctor, so
Yeah.
they gave her like the knowledge on how to splint
Okay.
the.
Oh, Dr. Spice? Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Spice.
Dr.
Damn.
Spice.
That was good.
Of course.
I could have called her Dr. Spice, not Extra Spice.
Edit it. Ryan, you edit these.
So in the original, oh, sorry, I'm skipping a line here.
Also, edit out all of what I just said right before that, too.
Never.
No.
Never. When Sarah awakens, she sees sunlight and clambers up a slope covered in bones to escape. That was a kind of a cool scene.
That was a
The
great
scene of her escaping through all the bones with the
That
light
was-
kind of pouring in
That was a really cool.
was
Yeah.
It was very visually interesting.
It's also the first scene you could see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. I was just like, oh, she made it.
You also have that, like, couldn't see anything. from
Movie's
there,
over.
She's getting out. It was kind of visually relieving that you could see light along with her. You know,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
you were in the dark.
And it was just one of those rocks. She gets up to it, and it's just one of those rocks that makes the light. What do you call that again?
Phosphorus.
Phosphorescent.
Phosphorus, yeah. So
Would it be phosphorescent then?
is
Is that what they would call it?
I mean,
That's a serious question. That's not even a joke.
I mean, if not, it should be.
Yeah.
Is phosphorus luminescent? Is that what that would be? Or is that
Yeah, like it's
You just combine
like
it.
it's a bio. I think it's a
phosphorus?
rock.
I don't know.
Or is it because it's phosphor and that's what is luminescent?
I didn't
like,
even
and
put
it's
together
phosphor?
that the phosphorus is what was making it glow.
He says that later on.
Maybe it
Oh, okay.
She says that the phosphorus reflects off, or the water reflects off the phosphorus or whatever, and tricks you into thinking it's light.
Gotcha. I didn't
Yeah,
get
so it's
that.
not living,
Yeah. It's just glow.
but
Those,
so it wouldn't be like bioluminescence. It would be like
Those things in there were called phosphoratus.
Oh my god.
no.
Get in, loser. We're going.
Spelunking.
Uh-huh.
So that glow disc you got me, that's technically a phosphorescent.
No way.
Yeah.
This is phosphorescent.
So what is an example of phosphorescent light? Everyday examples of phosphorescent light or phosphorescent materials include glow in the dark toys, stickers, paints, and clock
Oh
dials.
my god.
They glow after being charged with a bright light,
That's awesome.
normally reading or room lights.
So how did the rocks glow if
phos-
there's no natural light coming in?
Flashlights.
Okay.
I also don't. That doesn't make sense because they'd see that maybe. I don't
I
know.
have no idea.
I don't buy it. Juno was right.
Lasers,
Ugh.
aliens, vampires.
Yep.
The Urukai.
So after exhaustedly running to her car, Sarah speeds out of the woods before she pulls over the side of the road, breaking down in tears. After a truck passes her, she vomits out of the window. When she sits up, she sees a hallucination of a bloody Juno sitting next to her and screams. And that is the end of the movie. However, the original ending, which was released in the UK, it was cut for in the US release over concerns that it was too depressing.
Yeah.
And the original
Yeah.
ending was after hallucinating the image of Juno, Sarah awakens in the cave, her entire escape having been revealed to be part of the same hallucination. She sits up to see Jessica, her daughter, sitting across from her holding a birthday cake. As Sarah smiles, the shot widens to reveal that the cake's birthday candlelight is actually the light of her torch. The camera slowly backs out, revealing the darkness surrounding Sarah as the crawlers are heard closing in.
Oh,
Much better ending.
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, yeah. I thought when she was like driving away really fast, she was gonna like get impaled by like a tree or something.
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting for something like that to happen,
Yeah,
like a
that-
flash, like a callback to the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
I was almost I was like, this is going to be more American. As soon as like I was googling while I was kind of watching the movie, and it was like, well, now I know there's two versions, and I know it's the ending that's different. Like that was kind of spoiled for me, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I think it's almost like they knew that, and they made a joke about it with the truck and the puke.
Mhm.
But it's like,
yeah, yeah.
I was almost expecting like I guess that's why the mislead like kind of works, but at the same time it's like I just
Yeah.
prefer the upfront depressing.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
one
No, I'm
better.
glad they did it that way too.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh. Yeah,
Ugh.
I feel bad.
You make me
now.
Yeah.
want to puke.
Ugh.
Oh, man. Okay. So that was The Descent.
That's The Descent.
Yeah,
I did like it. I did. I
Yeah.
did like it. I thought there's some
I would-
things I would have changed.
He's like, I just make them all Juno.
But and somehow I'm able to tell them all apart.
Like that's Juno
That's
one.
scary.
I-
Scary Juno. Baby Juno.
Baby Juno.
Doc Juno.
Sporty Juno. Dr. Juno. She went to college. I would like if Sarah woke up in the mountain and like in the cave painting, there's like they're like, oh, there's two entrances, one is closed off or whatever. And Sarah takes the one side of the mountain, Juno takes the other side of the mountain. They raise a warrior class of crawler people who are all blind but like fight like ninjas and like crazy warriors, and it's like Alien versus Predator, but Sarah versus Juno.
That's
So-
The Descent 2. I'm reading it right now, dude. That's the plot of the Descent 2.
I was heavily involved in the entire project, and it was entirely male cast. Top to
I wrote
bottom.
the script.
Even,
All
even
of
Juno.
Goats. Juno, 3 different guys.
You can never,
Nuts.
you can never make The Descent about men because they would have gotten out of the cave.
They wouldn't have fit through the first one.
They would have driven on the right side of the road, that's for sure.
Definitely would have brought a map.
Mhm.
She didn't bring the map because there's no map of the cave.
Oh, well, they would have already had it named after them because they're men.
Within the Christopher Columbus cave.
And what do you think? So, Sarah, if she did get out, could have named the cave system. Do you think she did name it?
No.
Because she got out.
Fuck Juno.
Yeah.
The fuck Juno cave.
The Cave of Affairs.
She did.
Yeah.
I subscribed to the
feel like
original
I-
ending, and she did not get out.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I guess you can deduce from the American ending or the second ending that like she never got out if her seeing Juno was a hallucination.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, the insinuation's about the same.
Yeah.
It's just, it,
I think the insinuation of the American ending is just more confusing. Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
It's just so short too. It's like it's like the ending of that one I Think You Should Leave where she looks over and he's dead. And then she screams and then it's over.
Yeah.
well, it's
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the guy
Yeah,
uh,
with the
had
receipt
too
or
much
whatever.
mud pie on his hand
It's the mud pie. It's always the mud pie.
and,
Yeah.
and made his stomach absolutely fucked.
And now look at
I
us.
think-
Your wife
Look
kissed
at
me
us
on the
now.
cheek when I came in.
That's what Juno said to fucking Sarah. Your husband kissed me
she
on the
took
cheek.
my
husband
helmet off.
Took my helmet off. And now look at us. I'm queen of the crawlers.
I think if she gets out of the cave, you got to get somebody down to that cave to like study him. If she doesn't make it out of the cave, it's like, well, they could at this point still all have been a hallucination. They're just more bones for the cave.
More bones.
And really, there weren't any crawlers. You know, there wasn't even Spice Girls. There wasn't even Spice World. It's a cave now,
Just a
and your
cave now.
bones in a cave.
So
It's always been a cave.
yeah, I was.
Alternate theory. Oh, go ahead.
I had an alternate theory, but you go first.
I was gonna say, what if Sarah is just schizophrenic and there wasn't anything actually down there, and she's the one who killed all of her friends, and
That?
she is actually just a psychopath?
You just
Mm.
hate Sarah
She's Juno.
because she couldn't keep her man down. We're alive.
Her and Juno are the same person,
Oh,
Like Tyler Durden situation.
but Juno was pegging her husband.
what if
And she's like, I need it. That was so traumatic for me. I needed it
she
split.
pegging? What if they were all the same person, and that's why we couldn't tell them apart because it was the same person? Or
It's identity.
I was thinking when we were watching it again this last time, Sarah was going through all of the like
Stages of grief.
well the like when you're in the dark for a long period of time, you have hallucinations, you have anxiety attacks, all of that. What if it was just that they were in the dark for so long that they were killing each other and they were just imagining and hallucinating the
Just
But it was
writhing on a
only
cave
Sarah
floor.
doing that because she sucked.
yeah because she's so worse. Couldn't possibly
Juno.
have
Juno
been-
was trying to save everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the twist. You can do so many twists once you're in
So
the
many
cave.
twists.
So many
And
twists.
it's dark.
Sounds so twisty.
Love it.
Can you see this?
Oh, yeah, you're streaming. I was like, who the fuck just joined our fucking thing?
Get
thought,
out!
thought Parker popped in here or something.
Craig, get the fuck out.
Craig's doing whatever
No,
he
Craig
wants.
stays.
Wait, I
It's
don't
not
know
like
which
you
one.
even use Craig.
I use them sometimes. All right, Emily, what do we got going here?
You ready? Okay. I'm gonna do this. Choose your own adventure. Hopefully it's good. If it's bad, don't ever let me do one of these again. We're gonna enter the cave.
We're Dolores.
Yeah, you're Dolores. Everybody is.
Which reminds me of like Jack in the Box games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that. We should stream that one of these days.
Yeah.
Greetings, Dolores. You have your team, your caving equipment. You're all set, darling. Please choose your difficulties. Oh, we want to do the descent,
Ooh,
right?
artist.
Because that's the name.
Oh, fuck yeah. Tough the descent
The
place.
options for those who can't see our stream is easy, a walk in the park, normal, proficient, potholing,
Potholing.
and tough, the descent. So we have to do the descent.
We have to.
Also, thanks for tuning into our stream, guys. All you guys who
Thank
showed up.
you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the
I
roses.
mean, you're our day ones. You support us. You're
Yeah.
great. Everyone else, tune in next time.
Yeah,
oh,
for sure. Thank
click
you.
begin your descent. Hello, Dolores. I see you've woken up.
Yeah, I have. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good morning.
For waking me up. I was fucking sleeping. I was having the best dream ever. I was fucking what's the wet dream girl I had? Eva Mendes.
My stupid orange glowy watch woke me up.
For-
Like, the buttons are too
Phosphorescent
small.
watch.
I thought you might be dead.
I just got my nails done.
Thanks, I just got my
Nice.
nails did. How are you feeling? And you can choose what happened or who are you.
Hmm.
How are you?
Who are you, bitch?
You want to know who?
Who are you?
I want to know who you are.
Okay.
First things first. Who are you?
Maybe I'm just a voice in the dark. Your
Oh, don't do that.
your cave suit's comms unit is broken, incidentally. In case you were thinking of calling for help.
I don't need to call for help. I'll kick your ass myself, bitch.
All right. I don't see that option.
What are our options?
Our options are that's a good idea. Maybe I can get a signal. Are you a caver too? Do you know how the unit works? I'll check it again. Are you stuck here too? I'll get help for both of us. Or I don't like the sound of this. Tell me who you are. Oh fuck.
Okay, well that's the one we're doing, apparently. Oh, she reset the whole damn thing.
Fire me. No, wait, let me go back through. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. You're
Wake
okay.
up, gotta wake up.
We
Who
woke
are
it up
you?
again.
Now we
Who
have the
are you?
options. Okay.
Okay.
I like the option to. Do you know how the radio works? I'll check again.
Yeah,
Uh,
why don't you mansplain to them how the unit works, Dolores?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see if she tries to deceive us.
Okay. Check
Well,
it
no,
again.
we're Dolores.
Yeah, you're Dolores.
We're Dolores.
Yeah, we're Dolores.
Womansplain.
Who's this voice? Who's this voice in the dark? Then
Me.
We don't know. We don't know yet. It's Emily.
Yeah.
It's Dr.
Do
Spice.
I have the Do I have the radio?
You have the radio.
Are we,
Okay.
are we Dolores?
You.
We have the radio, but it's broken.
Your cave suit.
Yes.
But you.
I wanna
You want to check it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's check it.
Yeah.
Seek a signal.
Seek a signal.
Oh. Did you guys hear that sound that it made?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Now, do you believe me?
Static.
Your transmission device is broken.
There should be claps between each of those. Your
No.
transmission device is broken.
You can't. Could you hear that with my mic?
No, I don't think so.
I'm swift to anger, Dolores. Don't bore me. Don't waste my time. And
Oh,
you're.
you sound like an asshole.
Yeah. Don't patronize
dude.
me.
Fuck this.
Can I give this voice in the dark the a subscription to BetterHelp
Yeah.
for some freaking
We're gonna-
anger management issues?
We're gonna pause this. This is a great opportunity to discuss BetterHelp. Everybody deserves a therapist,
Use
even
promo
Sarah.
code Horophobia. Promo code Horophobia at checkout for nothing, for absolutely no discount,
For no
but it would just
discount.
be kind of cool.
Just please go get therapy if you're listening to us. You probably need
Guys, talk to someone else
it.
other than your friends. Talk to anyone you want.
Not us.
Even the
Not
cave,
us.
even the voice in the cave.
Yeah, talk to them.
Not
Um,
the voice in the cave. If BetterHelp directs you to a voice in the cave,
Yeah.
that's kind of on them.
That's true.
And I'm not saying don't trust that voice.
you're on BetterHelp, and one of the options
Um,
is voice in a cave, and you're like, perfect, easy, good for me.
You know what? That sounds
I mean,
great.
I can switch therapists at any time for no additional cost. Why wouldn't I?
Again, type in the code Horophobia, checkout, 20% off with not.
It won't
BetterHelp.
work, but give it a try. You only have one option here. It's I don't understand what happened, so we're gonna click on
Oh,
it.
pigeonhole.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't understand what happened.
There you go.
Are we in an ad?
Don't you remember the cave-in? You were the first to seal down. Brave little canary. The roof collapsed and your team couldn't pull you out in time. And your responses are, I remember, I feel sticky, everything hurts.
Oh, we got spelunked.
Cozy.
Classic spelunking. My team, Sarah, Jill, Olaf, are they safe?
Okay, we gotta
No.
figure out. Now we got names. Who's everybody? Someone's got to be Dolores. Someone's gonna be Sarah, Jill, and Olaf.
I mean, Ryan, I think you
I'll
have
be
to
Sarah.
be. Oh,
I'm
okay.
Sarah.
Yeah, be Sarah. You want to be Jill or Gil?
I'm gonna be Gil.
Gil.
I think that's Gil. Actually.
And then-
I'll be Dolores.
Okay. And
Ian,
Ian,
you're Olaf.
Got to do a Russian
I have
accent.
no idea what's happening.
Ian, don't you live for the game?
Oh yeah, true.
We're here now.
Olaf?
Olaf.
All right, Olaf. I'm good with that. That's
Okay.
cool.
Your other option is I'm injured. I need to stabilize my wounds. I'm injured. I need to stabilize my wounds.
So injured.
I need my backpack. It has medikits. Have you got it? That's the last option.
Mhm.
What do you
I feel like if we're injured, we should stabilize the wounds. I feel like that's the most logical decision because in order for us to help ourselves, we need to stay alive, right?
Yeah, yeah. In order to
Yeah.
help others, you have to help yourself, you know.
Yes, like it's like a plane.
I need to
That's
stabilize my
Hippocrates.
wounds. Do you agree with that?
Did you physically plug your nose for that?
Yeah.
How else do you make that sound?
I'm injured. I need to stabilize my wounds.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're better at sounding that way than me.
No, I plugged my nose too.
Oh, okay.
You're a fucking nerd.
Okay. Heroic Dolores charging into action, strong of body and mind. Ha. If only you could see what a mess you are. I smell your blood from here. You'll need.
I'm on my period.
Sorry about that. You'll need the medikits in your mislaid backpack to attend to your wounds. but I don't plan on scrabbling around for it. I'm far too comfortable where I am.
I feel like this thing is in our head. I feel like it's like
Oh.
an anamorph worm, like
Yeah,
in
we
our
need to
in our fucking
overcome it.
head.
Need better help.
Need better help. Where I am, right beside you, dear heart, though not close enough to touch. Interesting.
So our one option is, how do you know my name?
Who are you? Who are you? How do I know your name? That would be telling, little one. Introductions are gosh
Gauche.
I don't know what that
Gauche.
word. Gauche.
and so revealing. Why should I tell you who I am?
All right, we gotta convince this fucker to tell us.
Your options are I need to set my mind at rest. You see why, surely. Or introductions will help us work
Its
better
name is
together.
Shirley.
Oh, you're just guessing its name is Shirley. Okay.
Is that an option?
You see why, Shirley?
It's gonna give you a name.
It's like you guessed my name. I am defeated.
It's all fun and games to you. Treat your name as a clue. Reveal yourself in good faith or because I'm armed. Are you hungry? Afraid? I'll help you if you'll let me.
It's treat your name as
Is
a
it the
clue.
name one? Is it Shirley? Are you? It might be the name. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
let's go with that. Let's
Shirley?
go with the Shirley
All
thing.
right, we'll call it Shirley.
Yeah.
Let's go down a weird rabbit hole.
A little honesty among friends. I find your terror repugnant, Dolores. I can't bear the weakness of it. I cannot bear
Oh.
you. This is
And
insane.
yet.
And
Really,
yet,
that's final.
dot dot dot.
I got it.
You want to survive so much, don't you? Your need outstinks your wounds, so pungent and reviving, one could bottle it. You could be my bottle. This is porn.
No, it's an animorph.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little fucking.
make-
It's a brain worm for sure.
Yeah, make me your bottle.
Yeah, yeah. I could grow to find your vulnerability endearing in time or increasingly foul. I haven't decided yet. And your only option is to plead for help. Please help me. I need to get out of here.
Oh, please help me! I need to get out of here.
Help.
Perfect.
Oh,
That's how I would. That's how I would have done that.
this is a lot. I don't know how long this is. Yes, that's better. Humility, the honest kind. You're in pain, you've lost your friends, you're bleeding heavily and desperately in need to return to safety. Honesty delights me more than flesh. This is fun. And then you have to say, that's not the word
not
I'd
the word.
use.
I feel like I wouldn't have said that in that situation, but okay.
Right?
That's what
I
we gotta
would light
say.
a cigarette. That's not the word I'd use.
Lighting a
Yeah,
cigarette.
light a cigarette.
So, want a job?
You can do that with anything. Want a job.
Fun is subjective. We're having a nice chat, aren't we? Just a couple of chums having fun in the dark. And then you can choose. You say we're
and then we-
friends. I still
and then
don't
we
know your
kiss.
name. Have we met before? Do I already know you?
So I feel like we've been annoying this thing with asking for its name. So I feel like we shouldn't ask for the name again.
Its
Okay.
name is Shirley. If we could put that, I'd put that.
All right,
But
just
one of
Shirley.
the I think something about I think its name might be Dolores. I think it's us.
We
But
get it.
anyways,
Yeah, but we've called it Shirley. And by the way, I'm Sarah, and Ian's Olaf.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are they?
I'm
I don't know.
Gil.
What do you
Gil.
think, Gil? I'm
Uh,
thinking, have we met before? Or do I already know you?
Let's
But
go with it.
All right. Have we met before? Do I already know you? Ooh, we got it. You may call me Misery. An inside joke, darling, for my amusement, not yours. Misery is a perfectly good name, isn't it? Everybody loves a name.
I feel like you can anagram that, and it's Shirley.
It's Shirley.
I mean, I'm
Misery.
wrong.
Shermley, Shimmer,
Shit.
Your options are: will you be offended if I say it's unusual? Interesting. Did you choose it yourself? Or why hide your identity? That's not your real name, is it?
Oh, it could still be Shirley.
I think it's you're telling me there's a chance that it's Shirley.
So you're telling me
I'm the brain worm.
So this thing appreciates honesty. We know that. So maybe we should be honest and say, "Will you be offended if I say it's unusual?"
Ooh,
is that what we want to do?
I don't mind that, but I'm a brain worm.
I'm just a little brain worm. Oh, Dolores, those with unusual names grow weary of being told their names are such.
I thought you liked honesty, bitch.
You can't choose
Oh, I'm
it.
sorry.
You have to say, I apologize. Did you choose it yourself?
Okay.
And then.
Oh, see, that was the right question in the first place.
There you go. Yes, I chose the name myself, but I was pulled to do so by forces beyond my control. I
By
simply
Shirley?
mean that Shirley forced me to change my name. Circumstances forced me to change my name, though I'm very happy with the end result. And then you can choose, what do you mean you were forced to give yourself a new name? Who forced you? I'd love to hear more. Perhaps we should get to safety first. Those are your
That's the
choices.
bitch route.
Oh, perhaps we should get the safety first.
Okay, so the stutter there, the I simply mean that circumstances forced me to change my name, kind of makes me think that this thing's not super comfortable with the thing that's controlling it. So maybe we press into that.
Ooh, maybe we just ask, what do you mean, though?
Oh, maybe we
'Cause
do.
then they can be as
Yeah.
Big as they
forthcoming
want.
as they
Elaborate.
feel.
Elaborate. We agree.
I feel like this isn't good for our mental health, but let's go.
What do you mean?
What do
Better
you
help.
mean? Now, oh shit.
Now, don't get too greedy. Knowledge must be earned, Dolores.
This reminds me of the way I talked to people when I had that Jack's Broken Heart Facebook account, and I was like trolling people.
Gossip girl.
Mysterious. Why do you talk in circles? Is your reply.
Yeah.
I need another episode. That's why.
For the sheer joy of it to quicken your blood and whet my appetite.
Quit.
Power, what a rush. Tell me, Dolores, do you feel alive and drunk with power now that you have a label to address me by? You practically own me. And then you say,
Misery. I need to get out of here. Can you help?
yeah, that. I can help, yes. But here's the thing, Dolores. You look so succulent and frail right now.
Oh, this is a porn for
This
sure,
is a
dude.
porn?
This is a porn.
Jake, get your handy cam and start filming it.
I need a reason not to eat you.
Ryan, keep doing the parts.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit. Oh no!
I don't
Disgusting
know.
Emily,
feeling.
no!
Sorry. Oh no.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh.
Nope.
actual no.
So bad. I don't know how I did that.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make up our own ending because
Alright.
Emily acts out of it. So
Let's fight in the cave.
What-
Gil, I want you to fight with the other guy. Gil and
What we're even talking about?
where are we? We're in a cave.
What's
dude.
going on?
Yeah.
Not
I
cave before.
I think that it was an anamorph, and
We got gas.
it was in our brain talking to us. No, because it was licking us. All right, this is what it was. It was yeah, it was a Lickitung, another Pokemon,
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
and it was like that, and then it just wanted a little bite of her finger, and then after that, we talked for a little bit. We gave it our promo code to BetterHelp. It got
Yep.
help, and then it helped us, and then we
Yeah.
got out of the cave,
Yep.
and we
Let's
survived.
Hear me out.
Yay.
Let's speed run it to another part.
All right, I guess we're going to the wheel. Ryan's got no fucking picks because he's
Zero
dumb
picks.
and he's Juno crazy. All right.
He picks Juno. Put Juno on the wheel for him.
What did you know?
Okay. So for the wheel, we have Autopsy of Jane Doe, The Babadook, Nightmare on Elm Street, Come and See, Saw X, and our Patreon pick is Silent Hill.
But you didn't get mine.
I know, I did. For me, Nightmare on Elm Street and Saw X.
But what about mine?
That's what you get for assuming that one character is another character.
Oh
So you get for
man!
being on team
Even
Sumo.
if they're women.
Did I just
even
get
if-
spelunked?
Spinning.
Spelunk.
I got foogled.
Come and See.
Come and see.
Yay.
Two in a
Come
row,
and
you
see.
fucking cowards.
Is
No,
Come and
really?
See available anywhere?
No. The
Doesn't that
library.
sound
you're
like
about
a?
Library.
the library.
Doesn't that
You
sound
can
like a
rent it on
convention theme?
you can rent it on Amazon.
Yeah, come.
Can't you see that on like a name tag?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
All right, so yeah, it's on. We can get it on Amazon for like $4.
It's a war drama.
It's a war
Oh
drama.
shit! Get out of
type of
here!
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, dude. Fuck yeah.
That's
My
how
fucking
some
cat's
would
trying to unplug all
classify
my
it.
shit.
He's trying to delete
yeah,
the
dude.
podcast.
You're gonna ruin everything.
Do it. The game
No,
just passed.
that's what I picked this movie is to ruin the podcast.
Yeah. Yep. We're
We're gonna talk about Ukraine next week.
All right.
damn.
Oh shit!
Ow! Stop.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna end this thing. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Spelunk.
Mm.
Nice guys.